Welcome back to another video. This video will be a little bit different. We will be discussing how this negative review turned into a positive situation, and in reality it wasn't even a negative review. I do give thanks to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for this situation happening, because in order for this situation to happen, I had to allow the quote-unquote enemy, which is not an enemy, just spiritually speaking, to come and tempt me with a reaction that is not of me, right? Being a child of the Lord, somebody will always disagree with what you do provide, but it is up to you to see, one, what you can do better, or two, if this information is just something negative and they're just trying to tear down your character, and how do you go from there. We will be discussing this review on the WAP, how in the end, how it turned out amazing, and how I do have a special announcement at the end of this video. If you do stick towards the end, which I do recommend. Like always, before you get into this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Videos like this will never, ever be posted again. This is just a video that I do have to unfortunately talk about based off of, one, being a new upcoming business, and then two, building a name for myself. Not a lot of people know who I am, which is the truth. If you don't know who I am, you don't know who I am. This allows the people to see how I handle certain situations, allow them to see who I am personally and how I do handle situations, not based off of my own doing, but based off of the will of the Lord that He has for my life and the directions that He has for me. Being His child and having that relationship with Him and having that understanding on who He is, I'm definitely going to listen to His word, knowing that it will help and develop me into a better human being. So, like always, enough of that chatter. Let's get into this video. So, truth be told, I don't like videos like this because I've never been the person to really care too much about what somebody says. But obviously, you can see that they left a 2-star review. And I want to discuss a little bit more on why they left this 2-star review, because I don't believe I'm a 2-star review type of guy. I think I need at least 4. So we're going to get into it, dive down a little deep and figure out what's going on. So I want to go to the review. And on this review, it says, fam, $50 down the drain for me. But if you are not a beginner trader, because there are no rules on how to trade his system at the time of this message, read point 6 on why that's a problem. Number 2, want to be taught patience, because you will not get more than 2 trades a week. 3, selective, honestly. He said, want to flip the small $50 to $700 with me. Well, follow my affiliate link. So I paid for what, fam? Number 4 talks about don't want to make $1,000 a week, no matter your initial capital. My fault for believing such a stupid claim. 5, want a place to ask and answer questions to him. Someone who has been in the business of selling his signals and trading style for a few years now, acting like he does not know the basic struggles most traders go through. A dead community with fake bot messages that sound like him. Covers all his trades that he also takes with at least a 1 to 3 risk to reward, and doesn't delete or edit anything. Why should he? He's already got $50 from you. He does Forex and crypto. Cheers. It ain't for me, but could be for you if you risk no more than 5% of your initial capital on each trade and hold to whatever TP he calls. I have not taken any trades yet, so no salty loser words here. If y'all put that fake claim on me, lucky too, as I saw that L on the latest trade coming. So that's the review. One, before we get back to this review and answer some of the things that he has, because truth be told, it's probably one thing that I do agree with him on, and then everything else is just a broad claim where it's just so far from the truth. What I want to say is that, one, the Discord community is a community where I am able to teach you more than what I'm teaching for free on YouTube. If you want more help, if you want a one-on-one type of style of learning, you will come to the Discord. We talk about every single thing that I don't talk about on YouTube, where it comes down to having a plan, having a strategy, how to attack the markets each and every week. We do live market breakdowns each and every week before the market opens. We do post-market breakdowns. If I am in a trade, we'll talk about how I'm able to manage it and what I'm looking for, so on and so forth. Developing patience while trading, developing your psychology while trading. That is what the Discord is for, to have more than what you do have on a free content side of things, right? The Discord is behind the scenes of the scene. The scene is YouTube, which is free. The behind the scenes of that YouTube is a Discord community, showing you how to develop certain skills, showing you how to do all these extra steps that you need in order to be a long-term profitable trader. So getting into this review, simply, I want to say one off rip before we get into it. I forgot. I don't have any type of ill will. I'm not the person to bash anyone, talk down on anyone, because truth be told, I'm not living for the next woman or man. I'm living for Christ. And if people do come and have something negative to say about me, you know, that's just your input. I would love to have that conversation, sit down if needed and have a conversation, but I'm going to always allow that person to say whatever they feel. I can't change their emotions. It's not up to me to change your emotions, nor is it up to me to convince you anything else. I'm simply doing what it is I can do to help the next person. If you see it as help, I thank the Lord, because that's my intentions. If you don't see it as help, there's nothing else I can do. I can't convince you. I'm not in the game of convincing. It's a waste of my time. So number one, he talks about you're not a beginner trader because there are no rules on how to trade his system at the time of this message. And number one, I do believe it's true. At the time of me opening up this Discord, I believe I opened it back in 2022, and this was for free because there was a time where I was still developing as a trader as well. So I opened it up for free for people who wanted to learn as well, right? This is a journey for all of us. So if you wanted to, you would have joined. Hence is why we have 34 members in there at the moment. And as time went on, as we was able to develop a little bit more as a trader, as we started to have profit coming back in, receiving a $15,000 payout, flipping $100 to $1,000, flipping the $50 to $700, and making constant withdrawals from my account, this is when I started to put a number on the Discord. And as I put that number on the Discord, the people who were in the Discord already beforehand, I allowed them to stay just based off of the faith that they had in me when it came to teaching them a skill set, or not even teaching, us learning this skill set together, or just having a confidence in who I am as a person when it comes to giving back. And after, like I said, the change happened when we went from a unprofitable trader to now a profitable trader. This is when I put a dollar amount on that Discord. And like you all know, if you are willing to bet on yourself, you are going to invest in yourself, and you're going to go from there. And so what this is not a beginner crash course. If you don't know anything about trading, please do not join my Discord. I'm not in the game of teaching from the ground up. I'm in the game of teaching from a certain point. You have to have some type of understanding on what the foreign exchange market is. If you're looking for a strategy, a trading plan, that is what I provide. If you're looking for a community where you can ask questions any given moment and we can hop on a call, that is what I provide. If you are looking for help every single day, that is what I provide. As a beginner trader, is a lot of stuff that you still need to learn, and I'm just not at that point when it comes to the Discord. That is more of a course in a sense where I don't have a course. The only thing I have is this Discord and my YouTube. So when he said when you are not a beginner trader, I definitely agree. If you are a beginner trader, do not click my Discord. It's not meant for you, because I talk about a lot of advanced stuff where, you know, as a beginner trader, you probably, or more than likely, you won't have any clue of what I'm talking about. Number two, he talked about want to be taught patience because you will not get more than 2 trades a week. And that is true. I agree with this as well. We do not trade 18 or 10, take 10 to 18 trades per week or per day. Is not what I do. It's not who I am. I'm not a scalper. I'm a day trader / swing trader, which means it takes more time for my trades to develop. It takes more time us sitting on our hands, allowing that trade to develop. When we do get the chance to enter a position, we execute, and that typically takes at most a day and a half, 2 days. But it takes however long it takes, because I'm not looking to get in and out of the market. I'm looking to trade a certain plan within the market, right? And when that plan shows, I execute, and I wait until the plan either plays out fully towards my TP or plays out towards my stop loss. That is how I trade. That's how I teach, right? Patience as you get into the trade, also patience and allowing that trade to develop fully, trusting yourself, developing a skill set, and developing a trading plan, trading strategy, to where when you are right about that trade, which shown multiple times in the Discord, and we're going to go into the Discord later. But yeah, I'm not a scalper. I say that all the time, I feel, in the Discord, in my YouTube videos. But hey, it is what it is. You live and you learn. They felt like they should have been taking a trade every single day. That's not the type of trader I am. It's not the type of traders I want, because I also say that not every single day is a trading day, right? It's like if you're at the plate in baseball and you're waiting for that perfect pitch, are you going to swing at any given pitch that's coming your way? No, because if you did, you're going to strike out, you're going to be on the bench, and you're not going to be playing in that game based off of you not having any discipline when you're at that plate. But if you had discipline and you develop patience, you would simply wait for that perfect pitch. And as that perfect pitch comes, what do? You execute by swinging the bat. You now have a higher percentage on getting on base. You're now earning trust from your fellow teammates, your coaches, so on and so forth, based off of the patience that you were able to develop. It's the same thing with trading. I'm not looking to take any and every single trade in the market. So he probably just didn't have the patience when it came to allowing the trades to develop, which is cool. Number 3, he said selective, and he said that he quoted me, want to flip the $50 to $700, which we did do with me. Follow my affiliate link. So I paid for what? I found this to be funny because only thing I did was, hey, if you want to flip the $50 to $700, here is a broker that allows you to deposit a minimum of $50. Here's my link also if you want to support me as you're signing up for this broker. If you don't want to support me, you simply don't have to click the link. You can still go to the broker and sign up that way. Number 4, you don't want to make $1,000 per week, no matter your initial capital. My fault for believing such a stupid claim. Well, I would definitely have to disagree with that, because you can make $1,000 per week when it comes to trading, just depending on what your size capital is. For me, being a day/swing trader, you can still make anywhere, well over $1,000 per week, just based off of 1 or 2 setups that you're able to catch during the time in the market, right? Like we all know, being a trader, like majority of you know, it only takes 1 setup to take you from a negative account balance to positive. Say with proper risk management, also we do teach that in the Discord, with proper risk management, say you take 4 trades. Out of those 4 trades, you lose 3, which with proper risk management, risking 1%, you're down 3%. Because you're down 3%, it is okay. It's not the end of the world. It is okay. It's just 3%. Right? It only takes that 1 trade in order for you to go -3 to either +1 or +2%. And you still came out positive. Proper risk management. And that's just another thing that you just have to learn when it comes to trading. I feel as if the claim don't want to make $1,000 per week just comes from you lacking probably the knowledge when it comes to risk management, lacking the knowledge on when to enter a trade or when not to enter a trade, right? Again, coming with patience, coming with psychology. Trading is a game of psychology, less about the skill. 5, you want a place to answer questions. Someone who has been in the business of selling his signals and trading styles for years, acting like he does not know the basic struggles most traders go through. Like I told you all before, I definitely know the struggles traders go through because I've been doing this now for 4.5 years. It was a journey on my own of learning this skill set. Saying that I'm not understanding the struggle that most traders go through is so far from the truth, and it is what it is. Like I said, I'm not here to convince anyone otherwise. If that's what you believe, it's what you believe. But I definitely understand. I post it all the time on YouTube for free. So I don't see how I do not understand that, but I do touch base on stuff like that. And in the Discord, you have the ability to ask questions about the stuff that you're struggling with, and I have the ability to answer those questions. I say it all the time. It is on you to want more for yourself. It's on you to put in more effort to learn something that you don't know from a person that knows. And if you don't ask any questions, if you don't do more on your end, the person that does know that information, it sucks, but they can't help you because they have no information to go on. I can't want it more than yourself, nor am I about to push you and grab your hand and drag you along to make you want it for yourself. I'm not the person to convince you. Either you convince yourself, or you just see the next person continue to win or continue to be in a position that you always wanted to be based off of you pointing the finger and blaming someone else instead of taking accountability and working on yourself. Next, he talked about a dead community with fake bot messages that all sound like him, which is, again, so far from the truth. I cannot control if people want to type, if people want to ask questions. I simply can't. And I can actually pull that up where I can show you all. I'm assuming what he's talking about is the student chat room, where it's only one person. You can obviously see Mac. He's been here for a while, since 2023, and he's the only person that actually types in the Discord. We have a few other people, but it is what it is. I can't really do too much about that because at the end of the day, if people want to type and ask questions, they will type and ask questions. But I can't really do more with information that I don't know. I definitely understand what he's talking about. It sounds like bots and stuff like that, but hey, it is what it is. I cannot force somebody to want more for themselves. I would be happy to help someone if they ask questions, but if those questions aren't asked, I simply cannot help. So yeah, number 6, I definitely just have to disagree. Dead community, I'm always in there, so I don't feel like it's dead because I'm in there 24/7, looking to conversate, looking to help, looking to do anything and everything I can to help improve the trader into that next step. So definitely have to disagree with that. Number 7, he says that covers all of his trades that he also takes with at least a 1 to 3 risk to reward and doesn't delete or edit anything. Why should he? He's already got his $50 from you. This makes no sense. Yeah, I do take trades. Well, I do cover every single trade, like he said. We'll pull that back up here in a minute. I do look for minimum a 1 to 2, not a 1 to 3. 1 to 3 is amazing, but I look for a minimum of a 1 to 2 because if I'm putting in $100, I'm looking to double the money. I don't want to put in 100 and only get back that $100 bill, right? I want to at least get back 200 if I'm putting in 100. So I do look for a minimum of a 1 to 2 RR. I do not delete or edit anything when it comes to the Discord because the Discord is meant to be raw, right? It's a raw video. It's the reason the Discord is there, right? It's live. So why would I edit anything if it's a live video? That doesn't make sense for me. If I was editing anything, it would be on YouTube because I want it to be more of a clean, structured video. In the Discord, I do not edit because I want it to be live, raw, and uncut, so you have an understanding on how to truly approach the market in a live time scenario. Everything that I post in that Discord, I leave it because it's valuable information. So you either do the justice of going to watch it back, learning from it, or typing in the Discord, asking questions about it, and we can talk about it. Last thing he says is that he does Forex and crypto. Cheers. It ain't for me, but could be for you if you risk no more than 5% on your initial capital on each trade and hold to whatever TP he calls. I have not taken any of these trades yet, so no salty loser words from here. If y'all put that fake claim on me, lucky too, as I saw that L on the latest trade coming. So I'm sorry he felt like that, and a lot of people will take this review and try to bash this person. That's not so far from what I'm doing. I'm not here to bash anyone. I'm not here to make belittle anyone. It's not my character. That's not what I do. But from this review, we were able to make some adjustments. So this first thing was there is no set guideline on how I trade, which I did agree. There was no set guideline on how I trade. Every guideline that I had when it came to teaching how I trade was just in-depth videos that I did record. But I did agree with that, so I did go into the Discord and I posted a basically playbook on how to enter the market, which is this around here. I'm going to blur this out because I don't want to give it out on YouTube, but if you do want to check it out, give me a second and stay tuned for the end of the video and you'll find out how you're able to check this out. But I did post this and I made a video breaking down everything little by little. I did, in fact, message him based off of this review. Nothing bad, but a message of concern, which I'm about to show you all right now. So on the message, I typed out, "I'm extremely sorry that you found the community not helpful. Unfortunately, you are correct. We do have students that are not as active, which is out of my control. I am a day/swing trader, and our trades do tend to take some time to develop before we are able to execute. Before you go, I would love to host a live stream, and we can discuss some things you would like help with. Like I said, it sucks a lot of people aren't involved, but if no questions are asked, it's really hard for me to contribute back. This community is for you all, and if there is any confusion about anything, type in the chat room and I will have no problem being a helping hand. So even though there are not a lot of active members, does not mean my intentions aren't pure when it comes to teaching. Just letting them know, like, hey, I'm sorry that your experience in the Discord was bad, but at the same time, if there is no typing on your behalf or on anyone else's behalf, there's really so much that I can do. I'm only giving y'all the information that I believe is extremely helpful. I record every single day doing the same thing, you know, breaking down the charts, the befores, the after, the tips, the trading tips, and so on and so forth. I even do the announcements when it comes to hopping on, you know, live Zoom calls. I always give out suggestions if they want to hop on a call or whatnot, but like I said, it's just people. If you are willing to do a live call, you would type in the Discord, well, type in the chat, which a lot of people, as you all can see, did not type in that chat, which is fine. A lot of people are not posting in the student charts, which is okay, the trade recaps, which is fine, because it's just not a lot of active members in there. And then his reply was, hey, thanks for the reply. I get that the community oh goodness, I get that the community activity ain't the creator's fault, but just warning buyers on what they're getting into if they buy now. You seem legit, having no need for subs to make money and all, but sharing my opinion, I personally came for these signals only from your $50 to $700 flip, thinking you will only take quality trades with high success rate. But after that $111 flip by joining KOT, I just gave up. Best of luck to you, and praying you don't take honest reviews as taking you down, which I don't. No, I agree. I won't take anything as taking me down. I definitely agree. It's just a review. I'm just listening to your input. Your teaching is detailed. I appreciate that. Giving signals is great. Great correction when I said you didn't give instruction on how to take your trades, which we just talked about the steps, which I agree with him. There was no steps, and I took it and I ran with it. That was a lesson learned, and I fixed that, which I definitely agree with him on that. And he said that he didn't he did say that he was a beginner course hopper, so he doesn't have actual feedback to someone who spent years giving paid services for what I do. Again, all power to you, and hoping for improvement here on out. What I got from this entire thing was, one, there was no any type of animosity coming on his behalf, just giving his input on what he got out of the Discord, which I can respect. Two, he was looking for a signal chat in the Discord, which I do not promote. I'm not a signals type of trader. I don't just send signals and y'all get in. That's not what I do. So that's probably one reason why he probably did not like it, because it's not a signal chat. It is more a learn and earn chat. It is a chat where you learn the skill set on top of earning as well. So he just probably did not like that. And then he said after the 111 flip about joining KOT, which I'm about to pull it up for you guys right now. Only thing I did was I made the announcement that we are, where is it? Right here. I made the announcement that we are looking to do a build number 2 when it comes to flipping a small account, giving a brief description on why I wanted to do so. And I say it all the time, this is just an affiliate link. So I'm showing you a broker that I do use that takes minimum $50 deposit. And if you want to join me with this account flip, here is a broker that I do use, and here's my affiliate link if you do want to support me. If you do not want to support me, you simply don't have to click that link, but you can still go to the broker and sign up and deposit your minimum $50 or $100, just showing you a broker that allows you to do so. So I'm assuming he didn't like this either. He felt like I was just trying to get money out of him, which, like I said, I can't really change your input on that. It's not what I was trying to do. Only thing you had to do was ask, and I could have explained that. But hey, it is what it is. And then he was just saying at the end that he is a beginner course hopper, which I want to say this, just because you are a beginner, switching and jumping from strategy to strategy will not make you profitable. Each and every strategy works when it comes to trading, as most of traders know. Only thing it is psychology. Every single trading strategy works. You can make money with any given strategy within the market. The way you make money consistently and longevity is having the psychology. If you don't have psychology while you're trading, you simply won't make it when it comes to trading, because you're more worried about the numbers than you are the skill, the process of learning, the process of developing If you're not willing to do that, if you're not willing to take the time and actually put in a little bit of extra work when it gets hard, you simply won't make it when it comes to trading. And I feel like that's what he's saying is as of right now, he's at the beginning stage. And at that beginning stage, he's just looking to get the money quick and continue to go and develop. And like I said, we've all been there. We all saw trading as, hey, they're making money. I can just get in right now and make money like them as well. And that is simply so far away from the truth. You can make money fast, don't get me wrong, but it depends on how fast you're willing to develop yourself. Are you willing to take the time and put in a little bit more work than the next person who has been doing it for a while? Are you willing to sacrifice going out with your friends, sacrifice going to party, sacrifice going to do the things that you truly want to do, but you are willing to give that up in order to learn this skill set that will bring you more in return on the back end in the future? So it just all comes down to who you are, what are you willing to do, and what type of work you're willing to put in, which, like I said, I understand he is a beginner, so we all have been there, we all have done it. Just make sure once you find a strategy that you do like, just stick with it, learn it, develop that skill set, and continue to grow. You cannot grow anymore just by hopping from course to course. Each person who has quote unquote made it, and I don't want to say made it, who turned into a profitable trader has a different strategy than the next man. The only thing each and every trader shares in common is psychology. They understand that your mind is the biggest part when it comes to trading. If your mind isn't right when it comes to looking at this market, you simply won't make it far in the market. Everybody knows that. So this is a review on the review. So what I learned from this review is that, hey, instead of me just charging off rip and getting somebody confused on what they're getting into, what I decided to do was I decided to open up the Discord for 7 days for free. You get access to the Discord, you get access to the community, ask questions, like I said, live webinars, the recordings, the same trade callouts that I do look for, pre-market, post-market analysis, trading tips, members chat room, each and everything that's in the Discord. You get it for free for 7 days. I give my praise every single day towards my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, and learning this skill set, developing this skill set to where I can teach you all, I can teach my family, and I have this for the rest of my life. My children will not have to worry about anything. Their children will not have to worry about anything. And I give him the praise for that, because this is my job. And this job, like you all know, is a unlimited way into making money, right? I don't have a cap on how much I can earn. I earn however much I want to earn when it comes to trading. So I definitely want to help you all get to that point as well, changing your salary income into a daily or a bi-weekly income for you. So I have a 7-day trial. If you want to check out the Discord for free, click this trial. You get 7 days to ask as many questions as you need, to hop on as many calls as you need, and to get a strategy in the market. Like, if you get in just for the 7 days to see what the plan is, my trading strategy is, do it. I want you to, but just come see what it's about. Like, see what I'm able to give back for you all. And if you have questions, don't be afraid. Send me a message, talk to me, chat with me. I want to have a conversation. I want to help someone if they need help. But if you don't want help and you don't need anything extra, don't join. Don't type. And just go about your day. I'm not trying to force you. I'm just showing you what I'm giving out. If you want that, if you like what you see, it is a $50 payment per month in order to stay in that Discord. And I do have one-on-one sessions as well. But I don't have anything else to say. That's really all. We touched on everything. Oh, like I said, 7 days for free, $50 a month after it. And you just go from there. But I made this video, like I said before, not to bash anyone, not to do anything malicious, because, again, I can care less about if someone did like me for me. I'm still going to be me. I'm still going to do what I do. Simple as day, right? But I do not like lying. And if it's a lie as you're giving your brief description about who I am, I just simply going, not to correct you, but just give my 2 cents on what it is that you are believing that is the truth, right? But other than that, I pray that this person is successful when it comes to trading. I pray that they succeed in so many ways where not only where they be able to change someone's lives, but they can change their lives as well as their family, friends, and whoever they are truly doing this for. I pray that that is possible. I pray that the Lord allows that to happen. But yeah, like I said, this review definitely could affect your business. A 2-star review, you just opened up, you're just now getting started, and you know, it's only the $50 a month subscription. This is why I did open it for 7 days, just, you know, based off of that review. I'm not going to take it down or do anything. No. I'm going to leave that review, and I'm also going to allow you all to choose what it is you want to do. Are you going to allow that one person to affect the decision that you want to make? Or would you just follow that one person, listen to what they say, and allow them to really potentially affect the profits that you could have made, affect a skill that you could have developed? That's all your choice. I'm not here to convince you, but I do have an option to where you can check it out for free if you want to. I say it all the time, continue to put Christ first, allowing him to guide you in every step when it comes to learning this skill set, learning anything in life, and developing yourself in your walk of life. Trust him, put in the work, put your head down, tunnel vision, and continue to do what you can do to help yourself grow as an individual. I'm gone. Like always, I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. I pray that you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Deuces.